Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the Akim that are pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in all truth and sincerity. All right, Lord willing, this reaches the ears of the hopeful elect. All right, it's your brother Kazak Tazabah coming at you once again. Salakia, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this is edifying. All right, so I just came across this here article, man, and it's saying summer of chaos. It says eco-terrorists plan massive civil disobedience campaign complete with highway blockages and disruptions at federal properties. All right, so hey, man, things are ramping up. Okay, things are starting to ramp up through the spirit, man. People are seeing, you know, the wickedness of this man, you know, and here you have people that are coming out, all right, about to rebel against their own government, against their own people. All right, the Lord is setting that Egyptian against the Egyptian, man. All right, so let me go ahead and get this article. I don't intend on this being long, but I just wanted to bring it out through the spirit, feed the flock. All right, and it says the leaders of Extinction Rebellion XR and various other European eco-terrorist groups are planning a summer of chaos in the United States this year, complete with a large-scale civil disobedience campaign of hunger strikes, road and highway blockages, and disruption at federal properties. All right, so here they talking about a summer of chaos, man. Okay, now we all know, all right, for those who've been paying attention, all right, come July, all right, they're talking about implementing the Fed now, the CBDC, central bank digital currency system, okay, which they're pretty much trying to get rid of the physical dollar completely, all right, and ultimately come up to with one form of currency, all right. So with that going on, you know, they're here talking about this too, man. It's you see where this is leading to, man. All roads lead to the you-know-what, to the Charagma, okay? Digital currency, and then you're going to have potentially a summer of chaos, okay? Riots, protests out in these streets, you see? Next thing you know, they're going to declare martial law, okay? And then, you know, potentially another lockdown. You know, you can't leave your homes, so on and so forth, all right? Hey, man. And then they're just going to shut the internet off, man. They're going to shut the grid off. You see? It's all systematically set up, you know. Everything is set up. And you see the Lord working, man. All right? It says to make their voices heard and presence seen in the opposition to global warming, Europe's top climate activists are expanding their United States-based franchise known as Declare Emergency, which aims to spread mayhem across the pond from Europe to America. All right, it says in a recent video conference, European eco-terrorists taught their U.S. counterparts how to raise money in order to raise hell, as well as how to boost membership while recruiting hordes of arrestable new members to serve as frontline soldiers in the more aggressive protests. All right, now, you know, by paying attention, going back to 2020, when the whole George Floyd situation, all right, what's his name? George Soros, or whatever his name is, pretty much funded the campaign, all right, where people was going out protesting and rioting, all right, looting, you know, destroying property, okay? That's only going to intensify, all right, because now it's turning into something global. It's not, now that it was global with the whole George Floyd system, but things are ramping up, man. We're getting closer and closer to the end. All right, I wouldn't be surprised if this was to be you know, far more you know, a lot worse than 2020, man. Okay, it says tens of thousands of protesters have already been successfully rallied in Europe to bring entire cities to a standstill, resulting in millions of dollars in losses. Their goal is to spread the same fervor in the U.S., which saw similarly chaotic unrest following the George Floyd psyop, because that's all it was a psyop, man. You know, a psychological operation. All right. and other ways to, shut things down, if so to speak. It says, what we want to do is create a large-scale civil disobedience campaign in a climate catastrophe in the United States, stated Roger Hallam, founder of XR, during an online gathering with a few dozen U.S.-based eco-terrorists. All right, it says, what's the point of eco-terrorism? Again, it says, it is not enough simply to throw paint on artwork and block traffic in places like the Netherlands and France. The goal is to spread the same kind of nonsense to America in protest of oil usage, which is what keeps the world going. All right. Now, this is just another, code word or a psyop in a sense of, blaming it on the ecosystem. All right. We know it's not the ecosystem. It's all everything is inside jobs, man. Everything is everything that's being done on the earth. All right, it's all inside. I saw a video today that said there was a guy working at a factory in Chicago, okay, and he had on like a one of those helmets, those construction helmets. All right, he panned the camera around to these big old things where it's releasing smoke. In other words, he was pretty much saying, they're creating clouds over there in Chicago. All right, I saw another video when the rain was coming down. It had washed a whole bunch of like substance, some kind of white substance onto the ground. Like there was people, recording it, and it was just all this like foam type of substance along the side of the road. Okay, after it had rained, when it came through all that smoke. All right, which shows that they're putting something in this smoke. They're putting something in the air. Okay, Ephesians the 2nd chapter says, that the prince of the power of the air, they're doing evil, man. They're pushing forth, all this chemtrails in the air, all these chemicals, trying to kill us off, man. Now, that's that's them doing that. But here, when it comes to this whole rioting situation, that's what they're going to try to blame it on. All right. But we know the ultimate agenda. All right. Because we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We know what he's trying to do. All right. We're not in darkness. He's trying to enforce or trying to slowly bring forth that charagma. All right. It says climate terrorists believe that the oil is bad, even through everything that they do as part of their protest relies on oil. The protest clothes they wear, the cars and airplanes they use to travel, the chemical-based paint they smear over all Van Gogh. All of it's either made from oil, whatever. It says, nevertheless, the plan is to spend millions of dollars and recruit thousands of people to raise hell across America this summer. A dark winter was not enough. Now they want to create a dark summer too, under the guise of saving the planet from climate change. You see, it's just another code word or code phrase, all right, to deter, distract the minds of people, man, of what the true agenda is behind this whole movement. You see, and it says, declare emergency made headlines recently after 2 of its members smeared paint all over the case surrounding a Degas masterpiece in the National Gallery of Art, Washington, D.C. Let's just get to the point. I'll read this. It says, other such stunts staged by these eco-terrorist groups include planting trees in Parliament Square, supergluing themselves to the gates of Buckingham Palace and other major landmarks, vandalizing artwork in major galleries, and even shutting down runways used by private jets. It says, declare emergency is demanding that fake President Joe Biden declare a national climate crisis. All right. We see what's going on up there in New York. Okay. Looking like, the apocalypse. Okay. With the smoke turning, everything just looks orange, and then the suns, looks red, hey man, they're about to do something, man. And we're in, if I'm not mistaken, we're in spring right now. Okay, summer is just around the corner. All right, summer goes through, I want to say, the beginning of September, if I'm not mistaken. So within the next few months, man, we're gonna be witnessing a lot of stuff going on. Okay, It says, which would allow him to use his executive powers to put an end to all Earth-based fuel productions and use. Okay, because at the end of the day, you know, I was, what's that book called? It's called A Pale Horse or something like that. I forget what exactly the name, Salakia. But it was pretty much saying how the president really has the power to just shut everything down through an executive order. Okay, you know, the shutting down of the highways, the shutting down of just everything, man. Okay, and if this gets too bad, man, he's gonna have that power to where he's all right. You shut this thing down, man. You're not gonna be able to leave, gonna lock down this place. All right, you're gonna have FEMA troops and martial law troops out there. Okay, protest, policing the streets. Okay, it says where this to occur, the American economy would come to a screeching halt, resulting in a total collapse and tens of millions of deaths. All right, you know, and that's what we're anticipating, man. The Lord is starting to speed these things up for us, man. Okay, you know, and we living in some exciting times, man. All right, so I want to get Psalms chapter 12 and verse 8. It says, the wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. Okay, who are the vilest men right now in the earth? Okay, these damn Edomites, man. All right, they're the ones that are ruling the earth. They're the ones that are in power. All right, and it says the wicked walketh on every side when the vilest men are exalted. All right, with this man still being in power, man, there's going to be wickedness and evil spread throughout the entire earth, man. Okay, and we're witnessing that right now. All right, we're witnessing that through the education system. We're witnessing that through the entertainment industry. All right, through our women. Okay, we're seeing wickedness from all different angles, man. Okay, that's why this devil has to be moved out of the way in order for righteousness to stand. Okay, let's get Isaiah chapter 19, verse 14, and it reads, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. All right, the ways of Egypt, man, the ways of Babylon the Great causes everyone to err, man. You know, them putting the mouth or the wine to the mouths of everybody in the earth, man. Let's get that word perverse. All right, it says distorting, perverting, warping. All right, warping the minds, distorting the minds of the world. Okay, you know, and that word in the Hebrew, okay, as you can see there, it's ayawayam, all right, which is perverse. Okay, let's go back to that again. Yahweh have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. All right, look at this man's kingdom. Look at this man's rulership. Look at what he's doing to the economy. Okay, look at how much money in debt he's collected. Okay, over the course of 200 and some odd years while this nation has existed. Okay, you see, it says as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. All right, this man is out of course, man. This man has no reason to be in the position that he is, but because we rebelled, all right, and went to serving false gods and idols, man, this is a result of that. This is what happens, man. All right, which is why it's so important for our people to repent, man. All right, to get this man out of power. All right, but essentially that's all part of prophecy, man. 2/3 of our people have got to go. All right, you know. All right, let's get I'm gonna start at the top, and then I'm gonna jump down. The 2nd Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. All right, these things that the Bible is speaking of are coming to life, man. They're true and they're real. All right, this ain't no fairy tale. This ain't no gimmick. This ain't no trend or fad. Nah, man, the Lord is speaking, man. All right, and it says in Habakkuk, the vision is yet for appointed time, and it shall speak. All right, this truth, this word is speaking loud and clear. And it's about to come a time where it's going to be complete chaos out here in these streets, man. And this is what we've been talking about and been bringing out, you know, for years now. You see, it says, going down to verse 10, it says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues and before, and will destroy all the land thereof. All right. And the Lord is bringing his mighty hand and a strong stretch and a stretched out arm. Okay. And that's Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai is sending forth, you know, judgment on the earth, man. Okay. You know, these plagues, the plague of the minds of these people, you see, these pestilences, these events, all right, these biblical portioned events that are taking place on the earth right now, the earthquakes, the volcanic eruptions, okay, the smoke, the pillars of smoke, the clouds of darkness in New York and, you know, various places in Babylon, all right. There's fires all throughout the entire world right now. OK, but we're only being it's only being spoken of in New York right now. All right. But this is happening all over the world. OK, the Lord is bringing this judgment. Right. Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail with the blasting hail, with a fearful consolation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. All right. We're at the end of this man's kingdom, man. All right. We're at the end of this thing. All right. If you can't tell, you know, what times we're in, man, you really need to check your spirit, man. All right. You know, you need to either check your spirit, or you just may simply be blinded, man. The Lord just put that spiritual blindness upon you. That if you can't see that this place is done and this place is over with, hey man, you're gonna have a rude awakening, man. Okay, because this place is falling and it's crashing. It's being destroyed from the inside out, man, and we can see it, man. It's evident. Okay, it's evident. If you really think this place is gonna last much longer, I don't know what to tell you, because it ain't. All right. Everything is falling. It says, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And that's what we're coming into with this whole eco-terrorist situation. All right. They're trying to spread it from Europe down to America. OK, essentially, it's going to be worldwide, man. It's going to be a whole global, thing, you know. You very well by the end of the year, man, it's going to be martial law out here in these streets. You know, I'm just me speaking as a man, but I can feel it, man. I can feel it in my bones, feel it in my spirit, man. By the end of the year, man, it's gonna be ugly out here. All right. This is just the beginning of sorrows, man. All right. It says, verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right. See, so they're not going to regard these politicians. They're not going to regard sleepy creepy Joe. All right. They're not going to regard their prime ministers, their presidents, their leaders. OK, things is about to get real hectic out here, man. All right. That's why it's so important, man, to really like gird up, you know, to get ready, man. OK, focus and put your all into this, man. You know, you really need to put your all into this, because if you don't have your Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, if you're not if you're not serving the Lord, you're asked out. You're on your own. And you don't want to be on your own in these last days, because it's about to get real ugly out here, man. You know? So, that was pretty much it through the Spirit. Lord willing, was edifying and exhorting. All right? And so with that, I want to give honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash, and until next time, Shalom.